how low on the leaderboards look brand new. It's like, is that a salami? That's hilarious. Let's see. Oh, due to inactivity, competitive rankings have expired? Oh, just for doubles. Doubles, I used to love doubles. I haven't liked it in yeah. Yeah, for sure, dude. Oh, nice. Nice little... I still got the Christmas or the winter theme going. Yeah, what'd you get? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Nice.
That's like fucking like more like 100 fucking pounds of ground beef. Like
Should we just sell some?
Right? That's what I'm fucking
seriously.
thinking of doing.
How much is this? How much is this in ground beef? This is what, like
It's a 1 pound. All
1
those
pound?
bags are 1
How much is that
pound.
worth? I'll go to the store and I'll check some prices and then we can start selling that shit. Sorry, my dad has this like big freezer full of like meat. Actually, there's like 3 freezers full of meat, I'm pretty sure. And there's just like so much, and every year he buys more, but he never cooks any because he hates cooking. Yeah. So I'm gonna get rid of some. And there's some fish in there. I don't know if the fish is frozen. Get. Yeah, I'm here. So did you finish part 1? Oh yeah, my brother wants me to read a book. Oh no, you know what? Why don't I could do actually an audio version of it. Instead, yeah, I can read the book. I don't know how good the quality is gonna be. How is this mic sound? Is this mic sound okay? Oh, I know what you mean though. There's some books that are really hard to read. What are you gonna do with all that? You're just gonna put it back in there for now? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's like. Oh, dude! Did you see that? I wasn't even trying, dude. I was just like jumping into it. 100 kilometers on the dot. Look at this. I cut such an angle on it. I cut such a fucking angle. It's unreal. Unreal. Nice. Yeah, honestly, throw out all the fish. Nope. And if he doesn't notice, then he's not gonna miss it, so don't have to worry about it. If he does notice, I'll actually be impressed. Oh, dude, that was sick. If he does notice, I'll actually be impressed. Yeah. Dude, that was a sick goal. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, nice one. You pushed me into it pretty nicely. Ah, shit. Fuck. So yeah, dude, I have a hell of a story to tell you. I had the craziest. Well, you know how I always have like crazy experiences, and that like my apartment burning down and me cutting up my thumb. Ooh. and all that kind of crazy shit, right? So something crazy happened, and it tops all of those stories. But there's a part one that that I have to tell you first. And just give me a minute here. I gotta get closed in. Make sure you're, because as long as you have, if you're only gonna be on for a couple minutes, but if you've got like a good hour or so, you just want to chill and play some games, then yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Oh, yeah, no. If you're, how long are you gonna be on? You're usually on for a couple hours, eh? Cause yeah, I've got a story for you. Yeah, just give me a. That was actually super close. Do I have anything in there? I don't think I do, eh? I used to have some ice cream in there. It's gone. Oh, yeah, that whole thing. Okay, and like Mel's coming over tomorrow. She'll cook some. Dad said that that's a good idea. If when Mel comes over, she can cook some. So she's gonna cook like that ham or whatever that is. So yeah. He hasn't replied yet. Oh, there's not thawed. You could. How long does it take to cook? Yeah. Okay. Shit, a whole chicken? That's hilarious. Cat. Okay, Apple. How can you hear? Can you hear me all right? I think we should both after this game, we'll do smoke a bowl, and then I'll get started with part one. Well, yeah, I'm gonna want to get a little bit of a token. So yeah, ooh shit. So or I guess it was 2 years ago now. It was 2016, July, right? And I was just, I was on Facebook and just do whatever, and I see this girl, and she looks pretty good. So I sent her a friend request. We have no mutual friends, and I just send her, then we start chatting, and we make these plans to meet up, to hang out, right? So one day after work, I pick her up from just a neutral location. It's like a McDonald's, right? And pick her up on my way home, and then I take her back. It's like a Friday, and whatever. So she had a friend. She brought a friend along, as a lot of girls do, just kind of like that, as a safety measure. It's funny because this girl, like her friend, was the friend of my others. It was so my other friend, like my roommate, invited a friend over, or this girl over, like a couple months ago, and her +1 was the same as my friend's +1, right? So this girl, and her name is Naomi. This girl, she'd been to our place twice, and she hadn't been invited once. And I thought it was quite comical how she was friends with two different people that we both invited, right? So yeah, small world, right? And you know, so we're hanging at my place, and just I was like, so what do you want to do? And we're like, you know, oh. Like, well, what do you feel like doing? She's like, well, you know, we can hang out down here for a bit, and we can go up to your room and, like, you know, fuck. Oh, no way. And I'm like, okay. So we go up there, and, you know, we bang her all out. But the thing is, she was getting tired, right? So I'm like, okay, well, why don't we do like a line of speed? Well, okay. She's like, okay. So we both do a bump, and then like she didn't really like wake up or anything, but I did. But I just wanted to do it with her, right? And then we're banging, and like this when you do, you know, speed or whatever, right? It can affect your blood flow to the penis. So I was you know, like fucking just shagging her to like keep it up, right? And she's like, this is like a couple minutes into it, and she's like, yeah, just don't come so early. And I heard that word, and it was like a fucking gun went off my pad. Just everything just ran loose, you know. It was like a trigger, and then it was like, okay, you know. After that, she just went to sleep, so there was no round two that night. And I'm like, you know what, this is you know, kind of weird for me to ask, but do you want to come out to my cabin because we're having a party out there? And she's like, sure, why not? Like, whatever. I'm like, I just met this girl. I have no idea who the fuck she is. We just had terrible sex, right? But she's like, okay. So we go out to that. We go out there, and I told my brother I was gonna bring a +1 like a couple months ago. It was I had no idea. I had no idea who. I know. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, I've got a couple bags. Yeah, I'll bring them up. So we bring her out there, and then all like the girls are just pissed, right? They're like, who the hell's this girl? Why is she here? And everyone was mad at me, right? Because I just brought this random girl out there, and I'm like, come on, guys, like, obviously I know this is gonna be, you know, an interesting weekend, so just go with the flow, right? And don't worry about it. So we're all hanging out there, and this is when this is when Plopper was like really into me. But like, you know, I already made it clear at this point in our friendship that it wasn't gonna lead anywhere physically, right? So she was over it, but she was still pissed that I had this person out here. You know, because she was still interested in me. Yeah, it wasn't fair, and I was in. Yeah, I was just getting the shaft end of the stick because, you know, I usually do. but it was fine. It was whatever, right? So then we're fucking you know, out by the water the next day, and then she yeah. Oh man, I got stuck. Anyway, so she wants to go for a boat ride. So me and my pops jump in the boat. She's like, well, she wanted to bring this alcoholic drink, and we're like, my dad's like, no, you can't bring that, right? That's illegal to bring open liquor on a boat. But whatever, hummed and hawed, it was just let her take it all with her. And then we get about a quarter way across the lake, and she's like, hey, I want to jump in, I want to go for a swim. Oh shit. So I mean, I'm like, that's probably not a good idea, right? Like, you're drunk, you're in the middle of, you're not even in your bathing suit, right? She's like, kind of just ignores me and then jumps in there fully clothed, and I'm like, okay. So me and my pops would bring it back to shore, and she's still there. She just wants to get it. She wants to, stay in the water. I'm like, okay. And then we pull her in, skis to the shore, and my dad's like, hey, you know what? You should go swim out there and make sure that she's okay. You invited her out here. She's your responsibility. I'm like, okay. Pops was right. I'll, go out there and make sure that she's all right. So I'm swimming out there. Take off my shirt, pants, whatever, just in my underwear. And I go and make it out there, and I realize that we're out there quite a bit. Because I have to swim quite a bit out there, right? And I'm like, hey, you know what? You should come back in. You shouldn't be out here. You're intoxicated. You're whatever's going on. Holy fuck, these guys are just molesting us. And she's like, no, you know what? I just want to stay in. And then all of a sudden, she just kind of starts nodding off. I'm like, oh fuck. So I grab her and like holding her up. And then she's just kicking my legs. I'm like, oh fuck. Like I start sinking. She's sinking. I'm sinking. I'm like, holy fucking shit. This is not good. So next thing you know, I'm underwater and I'm fucking running out of breath. And I'm like, okay, I gotta call for help. So I'm shouting for my dad. And my brother, and then they all jumped in and swam in. We saved her life. Oh, nice. We saved her life, right? And I'm getting her inside and whatever. And then so I'm like, you know what? You need to go sleep. I got her a change of clothes, go sleep, chill. So I took a little bit of a nap because I didn't get any sleep that previous night, right? I was just exhausted. I'm like, holy fuck, I just almost drowned. I need to chill for a bit. So then she was sleeping for quite a while, and gave me a chance to just enjoy a couple drinks and not worry about the hearing my name being called from the other room because I don't know, whatever the fucking lack of attention it was, right? And I'm like, guys, I knew this was gonna be a shit show. I didn't expect it was gonna be this crazy, but whatever. And then so we're, later on in the evening, we're out by the water having a fire, and my dad was already inside at this point. He was pulling it in for bed, and then this girl, her name's Dana, by the way. I didn't mention that. Her name's Dana, and she makes a pass at my dad, and my dad's like, well, he turned her down because he's like, he thought that was my girlfriend or whatever, right? This female that I invited out to whatever, and he didn't want to pose on my territory. And I'm like, well, that's really respectful, but I wouldn't really even care at that point. I had no like I just met this person, and I had no attachment. There was no strings attached. There was no whatever. So, but these guys are actually pretty good. So, anyway, he denied it, and at this point she's like pulling on him, like grabbing his hand, and like, hey, come to the bed with me. And my dad was actually, I'm like, you know what, Pops, you could have done that. Once I heard about this later, I'm like, you could have done that, but I just didn't. Like, if I didn't realize that was gonna be like that, I would have to tell you that was an option. Be like, hey, Pops, I'm giving you permission, potentially sleep with a girl I'm bringing out. I just never expected that, right? So he missed out. And then it was the next day, and we're heading out, right? And we're at this place because we usually stop on the way back to get a coffee, whatever. So she was calling me from the truck, and I was like, okay, well, just give me a minute. I want to just spend some time with my family and just chill, right? So we're all inside, and we're getting like food and drinks and whatever, and we're gonna be a couple minutes, right? So we